I put these videos up of what I'm doing, and I get people that are just totally stupid watching these videos. So for everybody that's telling me what to do and how to do it, just go eat a bag of dicks. Unsubscribe from my channel and just eat a bag of dicks. We all know that you just can't get it through your wooden heads that I'm not done. I went to Walmart this morning, and then I went to Costco this morning looking for a new camera this morning because I lost my camera. Lost it. And I have a couple of these things, and I'm thinking because of the straw job that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to get some higher quality cameras. This is what I normally use. Well, the one I'm on, the one that I lost, is actually the one that I'm using right now because Teresa, my lovely wife, she found it. Somehow it got kicked under a chair in the house, which makes no sense to me, but that's where it was. But anyways, this is my Olympus ToughCam TG4 or 5. This is a TG5 if they make one. I'm going to look here real quick. I'm in the Taj Mahal. Let's see, what is this thing? I think it is the 5. I don't know. Maybe yeah, I don't know. Where the heck are you? Should say so right on the damn thing. But anyway, what happened was Teresa had dropped the camera that I'm on right now. I'm thinking this is a 5. Let me see what this one is. This is a 4, right? God, I can't. I've turned on so many people to these cameras. This is a ToughCam. Anyways, it's an Olympus ToughCam. That's what I use. The reason I use the Olympus ToughCams is because you can, watch this. Ready? There it is. Look, it's fine. I'll throw it up in the air. Kick it. Drop it. It don't matter. They're tough. They don't have the best quality of video, and they also don't have the best... Well, it is a 4K camera, but the problem is that Gurgle won't allow me to upload 4K very easily. I'm looking for a specific tool. I know I have it. I'm pretty certain my uncle had it. See, this is my Uncle Paul's stuff. Okay, can you see me? You can see me just fine? Okay, cool. This loft area, loftanine as we're going to call it, I guess. This loftanine area is twice as wide as the pallet racks were. Close to the width, twice the width of the pallet racks. More usable space because there's actually, on the top here, it's twice as wide, and there's pallet racks we had them 3 high in a couple of sections, but for the most part, the usable space on the upper one was only a few feet. So I think there's going to be more storage space available on the top of this thing than there were on the 2 lower levels. If it's stacked up in here correctly, which it should be. I'm going to put on a set of shelves there, here, all 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of shelves that are going to come out about 2 feet each, 24 inches each, and yay, we'll be good to go on that, which it'll be fine. It should be just fine, at least a 1.5 foot anyhow. And of course, the lower section there, you just set it on the ground. That's my plan. As far as a rail being out here, I don't know whether we put a rail. If it's going to be a rail, it'll be a small rail. I don't need it to be too high because I do have ambitions of taking a skid steer and actually setting stuff up here. Walking up the stairs, grabbing off the skid steer, and then putting it up here, heavier stuff. Yeah. So I'm almost done with the top part here. For the most part, I do have that piece of plywood that's left there, and then I'm going to take that and actually start building the shelves down below, like right now.
What you doing?
I'm doing my job. I'm actually building shelves that are going to be here when I'm dead. But the building is still here. The problem with this building is it is 40 years old or so. as long as the posts are still good, then I'd say it's going to last a long time. I'll tell you what, there's a warp in that sucker. Yeah. I got it. I'm still working. What'd you think? Now this is all rough cut pine that was brought here. And you're going to start flipping those out. So we'll have plenty of room here on both sides, 32 inches each. So there's 32 inches of shelf space. Probably going to run a board the length here to divide them like that so things don't spill over onto the next side. Yeah, actually what I could do is actually make two things here and put pegboards behind it if I needed to for small parts. Mm-hmm. You know, a couple other sub shelf off of there. Then you can go whatever I want. There's a lot more well thought out space here. What the heck was the name of that damn TV show? Something about closets, you know? It was Closet Rescue or some shit. So, anyway, we got Joseph over there. I was just going to rip that plywood, but the plywood's like $32 a sheet. It's expensive as hell. Yeah, so what Joe's doing is he's just using the template there and marking and cutting. How many you got cut here? And we got all this lumber, this pine that I had cut on the sawmill. And yeah, so really, technically, the only thing that I've purchased for this is the upright posts, the hangers, the screws, and that plywood. And don't get me wrong, there's a few $1,000 or a few $100. What did I say? I have about $1,200 into this thing already. And yeah, I just think that this is going to work out just fine. I mean, it's more organized to be able to come down through the center here. Tim's got a light there. I'm going to daisy chain a bunch of lights across the top of this thing. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, and it's not like it's going to be a work area. It's going to be a parts area. So this here will all be clean and clear. All my John Deere parts for, like, I can even put 4430, 4450, 4960, 7810, 7410, you know, whatever. And get them all segregated and easily accessible when I need them. And, you know, and just do repairs in here. And Timothy, he's got his little boat motor thing going on over there. He's all happy. I'm trying to get him set up buying recently, you know, broken boat motors. If he's going to do boat motors, he can do that. That's fine. But antiques are a waste of time.
What's your drink?
Huh? Water? Have some water right down there. Are you telling me that that's all you got cut? Come on. Why is that crooked? Somebody was drinking. But anyway, no, I think that's going to work out just fine. There'll be plenty of room here. You know, plenty of room. And quite honestly, if the upper shelf, if I need more shelf space, I just run another, maybe go get a couple 2x6s and do it again if there's not enough space. But I think we're just going to have plenty of room there. And it's going to work out just fine. Because there's some big stuff here. I mean, you get some bigger, heavier pieces, and you can just lay them out and say, oh, there they are, and come in and get it. Now, this is all hypothetical. I know how stuff happens, and it could become a cluttered mess quite easily. Hoping that doesn't happen again. I think the equipment nowadays, we're not really going to need all that happy horse shit, you know, like, oh, let's just pile it up there. I think because they're short runs and you can actually see what you're doing, it'll be like, oh, okay, so here's the disc parts. I know where they're at. Or here's the John Deere 4960 parts or whatever. Because I got stuff all over the place in here. Corn planter parts, baler parts. The baler parts are going to be quite easily accessible because I can pull them from over there in that mess. See that cubbyhole system, they're too small and you can't see them. You got to actually physically look inside. So in conjunction with this, it will it will work. It will work. This is going to work a lot nicer. And the bigger chunks, you know, things that I don't use very often, they definitely will be going up top. Yeah, they're going to go up top. Now somebody said that I shouldn't even build stairs. I should just get one of these ladders, you know, and then when you need it, you just kind of climb up there. That's not a bad idea. It's actually a very good idea, but I want a ladder because you know what happens with ladders? They grow legs and they walk away. And, you know, maybe my father will want to go up there, you know, and he's not climbing a ladder. He's not doing it. And, yeah, so anyhow, I think I'm about ready to go home. I'm hungry. I really am. How about you?
No, I'm not hungry, I'm Joe.
Well, all right. Okay.